Okay, so while the tea is helping me boost my ovulation, my pearl is helping me detox. Do you understand me? So this was literally how I used it. Hey everyone, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Ella, and if you're just seeing my face for the first time, you're welcome to my space. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to make the ginger and honey tea to boost your ovulation. Okay, so let me not bore you guys. Let's get right into this video. So guys, first of all, I'm gonna be sharing my review because I told you guys that I was gonna use the honey and ginger tea, and I don't know, we're gonna find out together if it does work or not. But just because it was for Mr. A doesn't mean it will work for Mr. B. I mean, we should always put that at the back of our minds, okay? So yes, I did use the tea, but for me, I would say it worked. And I would also say that it does work. Somehow, I know it's confusing. I know I'm confusing you guys, but let me break it down. On a normal, okay, like naturally speaking, like I can't rely only on these two ingredients to boost my ovulation, okay? Not because it doesn't work, not because I don't believe that it does work or it doesn't work, but because I just felt like it's best to also use something else while depending on something else. I don't know if you understand me. What I'm talking about is the way I used it was like I didn't just rely only on these two ingredients to actually help me boost my ovulation. I also added something else, which was my yoni pearls. Okay, so how I use this was like when you're on the pearl, you need water, and for you to actually make this tea, you also need water. Okay, so I just felt, all right, so why not just mix both together in a way that I get my water from this tea, and then I also get any other thing and everything that the ginger and the honey is supposed to give me. I don't know if I'm making sense. So instead of just taking just water while I'm on my pearl, I decided to change my water, my ordinary water, into this tea. Okay, so while I was on the pearl, I was also on this tea, getting my water from the tea and getting anything else and everything else that this tea was also supposed to like give me. I don't know if it makes sense, okay? That was literally how I used it because I just felt like I can't depend only on this tea, like just depend solely on boosting my ovulation with this tea. So I decided, why not do my cleansing and use the tea and just, put both together and see what I can get, okay? So I would basically say that doing that should be like the reason why it helped or it worked. I don't know, okay? I didn't depend solely on taking this tea, like I said, okay? So if you're gonna be taking the tea and the ginger tea, it's fine. You can equally just go ahead and try it, okay? That is if you're not on the pearl. If you know you're not on yoni pearls, you've never tried yoni pearls, you don't want to try yoni pearls, like you have no idea about yoni pearls, but you want to try the tea, you can go ahead. It doesn't hurt. It's literally like it's amazing. It's delicious. Trust me. When I first prepared it and I wanted to take it, I was like, ooh. But when I tried it, I fell in love with it. Like it was really nice. It tastes amazing. Okay. Go ahead with just using the tea. Okay. But if you're on the pearl, then it's also up to you to decide if you would also want to get your water from the tea, just like me. So I changed my water into the tea. If that even makes sense, like I don't even know if that makes sense. But I decided instead of taking just water while on this pearl, let me switch to this tea. Okay, so while the tea is helping me boost my ovulation, my pearl is helping me detox. Do you understand me? So this was literally how I used it. So I would definitely say that I got an amazing result. it did work, like boosting your ovulation and all of that. Yes, it did work. And how I used it was that I used the pearl and the tea. I used it like before my menstruation, okay? And then 3 days before my menstruation, I stopped using the pearl. Naturally, that is how it's done. It goes with the process. 3 days before your menstruation, you stop using the pearl. So I stopped using the pearl, and then I continue with only the tea. Okay, when you're on your menstruation, yes, that is the only time you can use the tea. But I decided to like use it before my menstruation and during my menstruation. So I stopped using the tea on the last day of my menstruation, because what's next? Ovulation. I stopped using the tea on the last day of my menstruation, and that is because you're not supposed to use the tea during ovulation. This was literally how I used it, and I would say that it worked. So if you're also going to be using it, you can try it first of all. Maybe try it naturally without the pearl. If nothing happens, then you can go and use it like the way I used it with my pearl. I don't know. I mean, every one of us were different. We are different. So I felt I have to use it with something I believe also works for me and has been helping me. And it did work, okay? It did boost my ovulation. Like, this is something like we women, we don't see all the time. When you're ovulating, you barely see your ovulation, okay? You get to have your menstruation, yes, but you barely ovulate. And when you're ovulating, you don't know. But I do know when I'm ovulating. I know how my ovulation looks like, and I know when I am ovulating because I can actually see it. Like, it's just there. And when you go to the bathroom and you wipe in, it's just there. It's slimy, egg white, and you're like, okay, now is the time. But when you finish your menstruation, after menstruating, maybe let me just say a week or two, and you've been going to the bathroom and all of that, and you never came across the whole slimy egg white kind of discharge, I don't know. That's just something else. I don't know. But for me, like 3 4 days after menstruation, I always get I always get to see my natural egg white, slimy and thick and all of that, and that is where I know I am ovulating. But when I don't see it at all, I'm seeing something else, something different. Like, it's not egg white, it's not slimy, it's not, I don't know, it's just looking, I don't know, it's looking different. I'll just know, okay, something is just not right. Like, I don't think there's ovulation anywhere around here, and I need to do something. Okay, so that is how you know. Like, I don't know if you, I mean, drop it in the comment section below if you're ovulating. Like, how do you know you're ovulating? Do you get to see anything like egg white? Like, is it slimy, is it thick? Do you get to see anything like that during when you're ovulating? I mean, that is the one thing you see during ovulation to know that you're ovulating, okay? Because I don't miss it. I always get to see it, and when I don't, it means something is not right. And that is where I get to say, okay, fine, let me dictate, okay? So yes, it did work. It did work. And I'll just go right in and show you guys how to make this ginger and honey tea, and have a glass, and then after that you are good to go. Okay, you can take it before your menstruation and stop it on the last day of your menstruation. You're not supposed to take it during when you're ovulating, or you can just decide to start taking it from the first day of your menstruation and stop it on the last day of your menstruation. So it depends on whichever one you want.
So guys, this is all you're going to be needing: a fresh ginger and a raw honey. Okay, but first of all, before I show you guys how to actually make it, let's talk about what it contains, like what it actually does to the body. Okay, so here we have our fresh ginger, and it says that ginger has a powerful anti-inflammatory effect. Okay, that greatly affect fertility. Getting more ginger into our diet or anything can help mitigate inflammation and facilitate conception. So yes, ginger has a very big role to play when it comes to getting pregnant, or probably helping with ovulations. It reduces inflammatory response to the body and it's good for fertility. So I would definitely encourage this. And here we have our honey. Yes, we're going to be needing a fresh honey, guys. Sorry, I mean raw honey. There are different type of honey. Like I never knew until I went to buy. So that was when I was told this one is raw honey, this one is honey with this and that. So I was like, okay. So if you're gonna be expecting it to actually work, then guys, you need raw honey. Honey has been considered to boost fertility, especially raw honey that contains pollen. It's a very rich food in vitamins, amino acid, iron, and calcium and mineral. I mean, all of this put together is one thing you really need when you're trying to conceive and to boost your ovulation. And having raw honey to make this tea is literally what you need, and not any other honey that has been mixed with, I don't know, anything else. I mean, I never knew that until I went to buy and I was told the difference between the raw honey and a honey that was mixed with anything. Let me just show you guys how to prepare this tea. So guys, we're gonna just go ahead and yeah, mama knows, okay? Sorry guys, my toddler is here with me. So guys, we're just gonna go ahead and peel out our ginger. And yes, after peeling off the ginger and all of that, we'll just go ahead and grate it. And then after that, just watch me do my thing. Like this is literally how you're gonna do it though. So just watch and see. So guys, I am done with the peeling now. I'm just going to go ahead and grind everything into a big plastic plate or rubber, I don't know. And that is because I need that plastic for later. You're going to see it because you actually need something that has a cover so that when you're done with your grinding, you can just cover it up. So I'm going to be using the small mouth of my grinder to just grind everything together. And yeah, let's go. So guys, I'm done with that, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and pour in my hot water. And then after that, I'm gonna cover it, like I'm gonna close it for like 30 minutes. Yes, I'm gonna leave it that way for like 30 minutes, and then after that I'm gonna come back and strain out the water. And then after that, we're gonna put our honey. Okay, so let's go. so it's 30 minutes now, and I'm just going to go ahead and open it up and then drain out the water, and then we can put in our honey, and that is it. That is literally all you need. Yeah. So for my honey, I'm gonna be using 3 spoons of honey, and that is because of the quantity of ginger tea that I made. Okay, depend on the quantity of water that you use to make the ginger tea. All right. So if you made a small quantity, like a smaller quantity compared to what I just did, like a small ginger or something like that, you can go ahead and use just 1 spoon of honey or just 2 spoons of honey. But if it's much, then you can use more than 1 or 2 spoons of honey. So for my quantity right now, I'm using 3 spoons of honey. Yeah. And then after that, I'm just gonna drain everything into a small container, and then you can start taking it from there. And make sure it doesn't last more than 7 days in the fridge. You can make sure you consume it within 7 days so that you make a fresh one, and you take it 2 times a day, in the morning and in the evening before going to bed or dinner. I don't know, depends on whichever way, whichever time you want, but morning and evening, twice a day. And whenever you make your ginger tea, always make sure you finish it within 7 days, and then you make a fresh one. So this is literally all about this tea. Okay, so let's just drain mine into a container, and then after that I can start scoping from there. So guys, I am done, and I have given a little to my husband as well, because I'm not the only one drinking it too. And that is because apart from infertility and helping to boost your ovulation, it also helps with other things, and it's really nice for the body. They says the benefits are it helps with stomach discomfort, it reduces inflammation, it helps with asthma, it helps with menstrual discomfort, it helps with relieving stress, it helps with infertility, it helps with cough and cold and cancer. It helps with a whole lot of things, guys. So I also give to my husband, including weight loss.
This is basically it for this video, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and also please subscribe. Okay, hope to see you next Monday. Bye.